Judaism with Soul 21. Lord, take me higher. When we say the Pledge of Allegiance, we say we are one nation under God. The source of this idea is Kabbalas Ol Malchus Shamayim, accepting upon ourselves the yoke of heaven every day. Twice a day we say, Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. Hear, O Israel, Israelite, listen, I say to myself, listen, Israelite, Hashem Elokeinu, God is our God, Hashem Echad, He will always be our God. Which means, I submit myself, I bend myself, I bind myself, I obligate myself to Ol Malchut Shamayim, to the will of God, to the halacha of God, to the standards of God. I am like one person under God, one nation under God. I am beneath God's will, God's rulership. What is the difference between Kabbalas Ol Malchut Shamayim, accepting upon ourselves the yoke of heaven twice a day, and crowning God as king on Rosh Hashanah? On Rosh Hashanah, it's different. When we say Malchios, when we blow the shofar, we are coronating God. We are saying that God is beyond us. We are placing God above us, beyond us, and saying, I want to strive, and I have a consciousness that there is some higher standard, some higher kingship that I want to strive to aspire to be close to. So when we say Shema, I am beneath God's rulership. When we say Malchus on Rosh Hashanah, we are saying God is beyond us. I take God and I place Him above me, beyond me. In effect, that's what we say when we sing the song. Lord, take me high, take me high, take me high. Lord, take me high, take me higher. Higher and higher, higher and higher. Lord, take me high, take me higher. Lord, take me high, take me high, take me high. Lord, take me high, take me higher. It's an opportunity for us to say that I want to have a consciousness to be a bigger person. I, of course, accept upon myself the will of God, but I want to strive to be something bigger. It's a consciousness of something bigger than myself. And on Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, we say the following words. V'sim loch ata Hashem Elokeinu mir levadcha al kol ma'asecha be'atzion mishkan kevodecha v'yushalayim yir kodechecha. God, I want you to reign over us. You yourself, quickly, alone, over all your dwellers in Zion, your city, your dwelling place, and Yerushalayim, your holy city. I want God to be above us. I want God to be the ruler of all men, the entire universe. Rosh Hashanah is for the entire universe, not just for the Jewish people. And therefore, I'm elevating God to be beyond me. What does this mean for me? What does this mean for you and I? It means that at the moment of judgment, and din is not a bad thing. The Yom HaDin means that God comes down, looks at us, and everyone passes before God, kivnei maron, like sheep in a single file, as individuals. And God looks at us, each of us as individuals, puts us in His hand, so to speak. That's what din means. He looks at each of us and says, you are worthy of being my subject. I'm giving you an opportunity to raise yourself up to a higher exalted level with me, with God. I want you to coronate me, to crown me as king today on Rosh Hashanah, and I want you to elevate yourself to a higher level, to become a bigger person. And that's why in Rosh Hashanah we don't say Al Chet. On Yom Kippur we say Al Chet. But on Rosh Hashanah we take a vision of ourselves, we create an image of ourselves in the image of God, and we say, I can be bigger, I can be higher, I can be a better father, a better husband, a better son, a better mother, a better daughter, a better wife. I can see a vision of what I can be in the image of God, and I place God beyond me. I want to strive to be a bigger person, a more exalted person, to strive to be on that level of aspiration, of greatness, to be bigger than myself. That's the difference between Ol Malchut Shamayim every day and raising God above ourselves on Rosh Hashanah. And as a response, when God looks at us, places us in His hand, what do? We blow the shofar. What is the shofar? The shofar is when God blew into Adam a living spirit, vayipach ba'apav nishmas chaim Hashem blew into Adam a living spirit. He blew his neshama de neshamos, a dimension of his ultimate soul, into each of us, into Adam Arishon, and said, I blow from myself, I give you of myself into you, and I create Adam. I give you the neshama de neshamos, and I give you a piece, a dimension, a breath of consciousness, a stream of God consciousness into Adam Arishon, into each of us. We are Adam Arishon. We have the DNA of Adam Arishon. We are the great-great-grandchildren of Adam Arishon. And therefore, when God blew into Adam a living spirit, the Shem Yishmuel says, when God blew into Adam a living spirit, he blew into Adam a living spirit. The sound that came out in the world when God blew into Adam a living spirit was the sound of the shofar. The sound of the shofar is the sound of Adam being created. And when we hear the shofar, we are also being recreated. And what is God saying to us? God is saying to you, I am the king. When we blow the shofar, we are saying, I acknowledge that God, the breath that I have within me is from you, and I want to crown you as king above me. I want to place you beyond me. I want to coronate you as king, and I want to take this breath and live on a higher level. I want to use my breath, my speech, on a higher level. I don't want to speak Lashon Hara this year. I don't want to be negative this year. I don't want to be a downer person this year. I want to be an upper person this year. I want to be a higher person this year. And that's where we can sing this song. And it's a very spiritual song. Lord, take me high, yeah, take me high. Lord, take me higher. Higher and higher, higher and higher. Lord, take me higher. We want to strive to be higher, to be a bigger version of ourselves. And that's the idea of Malchus on Rosh Hashanah. To crown God as king over us means to become a bigger version of ourselves.